extremely hyped for this game. And I said yesterday, I basically meant Star Wars Jedi The Fallen Order stuff, but that is okay. For those of you that are currently watching on YouTube, I thank you for stopping by, and I do hope you enjoy. If you do, do not forget to hit the subscription button and the bell notification so you can always be notified whenever I upload a full stream or anything else that catches my fancy, and all that jazz. Like if you like the content, and leave a comment if you feel so inclined to do so. If you want to catch a live stream, I stream at twitch.tv/KingTombs456 every weekday, starting at 8 p.m. EST EDT, and I have a tendency to go until 2 a.m. EST EDT. So that's about 5-6 hours. I used to say 4 hours, but the average is like 5 to 6. Sometimes a little bit less, sometimes a little bit longer, depending on how I'm feeling, all that jazz, and depending on the game that I'm playing. To not delay too much, we're going to continue right away. We have a little bit of reading we're going to do. And after, to continue our focus on the main story. We have to go back to Mama and see if she can't patch things up with her sister, if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, no, we can do a little bit of a last time in Death Stranding. But yeah, last time in Death Stranding, we started making main story deliveries, connections to areas up in the mountains. We're continuing to go to the west. And we basically hit a wall, and that is Mama's twin sister. I don't recall her name exactly, but Mama's twin sister doesn't want us to connect to the chiral network. So I'm very interested in that. Like how that's going to play out. So, I'm curious about something. We're gonna basically eat these things and skip the cutscenes as we go, because I don't think there's gonna be any story things here. We're gonna eat this first before we do anything. We're gonna do some reading. After we do that reading, we're going to do our showers and all that. Okay. Now, activate the terminal. Get your reading voice ready. Are we going to have any accents? We'll probably have some fancy accents. The chiral artist. Dear Sam, did you meet up with Emily yet? I hope she lives up to your memory of her when you finally do. I didn't get so lucky. I went back to my mom's. It was terrifying making the trip on my own, but I watched the weather patterns for days and made it. Just barely. Maybe I should have asked for help, but I couldn't bear to wait any longer. For your sake, I hope yours and Emily's story has a happier ending. I'm actually sad about that. I'm actually sad about that. No way station. It's an island. No way station's an island. Super Honorable Mr. Sam Bridges. Oh, wow. Why being a little bit aggressive there, my friend. Way station patch up was good. Not an island anymore. East Coast, just like if they were here in the room. Here they heard about the rumors about Central were true. Totally wiped out. That sucks. They didn't know. If we hadn't been there, we would have been effed in the A, basically. Keep on keeping on. God, every time I see that written down, keep on keeping on, or hear that, I'm going to think about that. Keep on keeping on. And don't stop till we hit the ocean. Materials back in one piece. Yeah, he's all happy that we got the stuff. He's basically just saying, we appreciate it, my friend. The collector. He's talking about letters now. Handwritten things. Talking about the newspapers. Revolved around stuff like that. There was a time where you couldn't just instantly make messages. You had to take a moment and deliver it. I gotta make some deliveries for this stuff, but we're not doing that yet. We're gonna go for the 5 stars at a later date. So, the data points, the tips, we'll go through and quickly make sure we have all these established. Okay, blood loss from gunshot wounds. Sam will lose blood when hit by bullets. If his blood levels reach 0, he will die. Okay, we know about that from getting shot multiple times. Armor plates, terrorist weapons, shotgun. If terrorists steal your cargo. So they're basically like mules, except more dangerous. Using blood stains to hit BTs with standard ammo. Effective against BTs if fired at blood stains? I get it. That's actually pretty cool. Vaporized blood and the blood stains to do more damage to him. We'll have to keep that in mind. Oh, we know about avoid impact cargo. Zip lines are pretty baller. We'll have to dot the landscape with them in the near future. Blood draining, anti-BT ammunition. Yeah. Okay. Those are basically boss ammos. The history of the Odradect and the near-death experience. Does the name Sigmund Freud mean anything to you? He was a famous psychologist. The most famous of them all, perhaps, but I digress. Freud formulated one of his most famous theories after observing his grandson playing with a spool of thread. The boy would throw the spool under the bed, thus ensuring that he could not see it anymore. He would then wind the thread in his hand, gradually drawing the spool back towards him until it became visible again. He repeated this process several times. It was apparently a game he played whenever his mother was elsewhere. Freud, we're going to say Freud even if it isn't right. Freud proposed that the process of concealing and rediscovering the spool was a coping mechanism, a way in which the boy could put his mind at ease. You see, the boy was in control of the spool. He could make it disappear and reappear at will. This helped him to comprehend his mother's absence not as something sudden or irrational, but as something controlled, and therefore not a cause for concern. A novelist named Franz Kafka later coined a term for this spool of thread, Odradek. However, he conceived it as an object capable of speech and autonomous movement, a mysterious being neither dead nor alive. The Odradeks we use are perhaps not so different. These interfaces, though, which we experience our BB's perception of their surroundings, are not unlike spools of thread. A connection between our world and the other side, the living and the dead, human and BB. Near-death experience. Until relatively recently, death could only be studied from the perspective of an investigation of the phenomenon was fundamentally impossible. But through the examination of subjects in near-death states and the cataloging of their experiences, we have at least been able to bring the scientific method to bear on this most final of frontiers. Even those in a state of so-called brain death exhibit signs of consciousness. What could this possibly mean? Moreover, why do some on the brink of death report out-of-body experiences? Furthermore, why do so many of those who have such experiences describe the same sensations of being beckoned towards a distant light? Many had argued that these commonalities were evidence of an object reality, or of a place beyond life. If nothing else, they at least suggest that death was not an instantaneous change of states, but a process. The beach has since proven much of this beyond a doubt, and the dead rising again as BTs through necrosis demonstrates this process in action. The place beyond life is no longer a theoretical possibility. Its existence must be taken as incontrovertible fact. Huh. Okay. We've caught up. Good. We do have a bunch of music. At some point, I'll have to, like, load up this screen, just start playing music, go live, and just F about for a little bit. Maybe when we're just chilling, getting ready to not go live, but just deal with everything, you know what I mean? Like, get the stream set up and all that jazz. Let's check on BB. This is new. That's adorable. Is that because we drank all those drinks? That's actually hilarious, not gonna lie. Oh! Oh. I can have 5 grenades on me at one time. Is it a little overkill? Yeah. Do I care? Nah. That's actually hilarious. We'll have to figure that out later. Too bad we can't customize the weapons. I think I've said that before. Surprised we only got one there. Ten level 1 grenades. I need to use those more often, honestly. 4 level 2. Interesting. Let's leave our private room. And get ready and there we go. Here we go. We've seen Mads Mikkelsen's character. We've seen this already.
This is what the world looked like. Hundreds of millions.
But I'm curious to see if it's different, so I'm not going to skip it.
There's just one big continent. And do you know what this is? The moon.
I don't think it's different.
I'll show you the real thing soon. I promise.
But it's not a story-based cutscene, so...
The whole wide world will be yours to explore. You'll be able to go wherever you want.
Yeah, it's not different. It's a repeat one, but that's okay. Alright. We have to drive ourselves back to go and talk to Mama, I believe.
ID. Verifying ID.
Yeah, find a way to change
Weapons
Lockney's mind. That's
All
right,
weapons
yeah.
will be locked until departure. All clear. Welcome, Sam.
Okay, cargo. Let's fix everything up. Why do we have so many PCCs? Alright, we have level 1 PCCs. I want level 2 PCCs, I think. We might... No, we're going to keep the armor plates. No, we're going to get rid of the armor plates. We'll do that. We'll recycle them, though. We should probably replace these as well, at some point. We don't need the assault rifle level 1. I think I want an assault rifle level 2. The anti-BT handgun is pretty strong, but I think we should go with grenades more than that. Yeah, we have a couple things to fix. Fix and alter. Standard orders. You could take a standard order to yeah, I'm not doing any of these deliveries because they take us away from the main line. We'll do these Friday. Because I want to try and get 5 stars before we make it too much progression. Let's fabricate first. We want to fabricate a couple of grenades. A stun bomb, a set of 5 should do good. And a remote stun bomb, actually, over a regular stun. And then 1 more hematic grenade. Non-lethal assault rifle level 2. Rubber hematic rounds. It is now capable of firing rubber hematic rounds, effective against BTs. Probably does way less damage though. But it's fine because the main reason we want this is to go up against gun-wielding mules or terrorists or what have you. We have the truck already. We'll build 1 Bola level 2. And I think we're good with that. Actually, you know what? We might as well build 1 more thing of Bridges boots. And 1 more powered skeleton. And level 2 armored plates because these have a impact soak up. Instead of just protecting our shoulders, they protect our entire body. But that's only as long as we have a battery charge. If we lose the battery charge, then we lose that ability to protect our entire body. Then we can recycle all the other crap. Let's just carry it all on our back. We'll go to recycle and then get rid of everything we don't really desire. Level 1 assault rifle. We do want the climbing anchor. Don't really need a level 2 handgun. Should probably keep the anti-BT handgun just because. We'll get rid of that one. I'll probably just put these in my storage. Excuse me. Okay, good. Those are still pretty nice. Recycle all these. Confirm. Skip twice. Fabricate. No, we're not doing this yet. But later, we're going to basically go around this entire map and just put zip lines everywhere. So we don't need to do that yet. But we'll keep the level 1 PCCs just in case. Cargo. We want these on our shoulder. Pretty good sound effect they make. Where is powered skeleton level 3? And now one more time we're going to oh, we're good. Okay. Make sure we're visually set, and let's get more main story stuff dealt with. Okay. Whoops. Hopefully we won't have too many BTs to deal with, if any. But knowing my luck, we probably will. A path going all the way over here. Made a delivery up here, and from this point forward, we're basically stuck until Lockney has decided to join the chiral network and fix the Cupid. Until then, we're kind of stuck, though. This area, I feel like, is normally crawling with BTs, so we picked a good time to pass through when it's not raining. Oh, shit. At least we're not too far away from a connection path. Uh-oh. We're gonna have to go super slow if BTs come along. Avoiding autotoxemia. We'll have to read that later. Because we haven't naturally had our BB experience autotoxemia since the scripted event way early on. Let's see if we can communicate with Mama about talking to Lockney. Here we go. I have no control. I'm off the handles now. We gotta unplug from BB. That's gonna come back to bite us in the ass, I bet. What's this?
Hey, Sam. Thanks for coming back. Got something for you. These are your new cufflinks.
Nice.
They still work as a terminal, but I've added a weapon function.
I'm sorry, what?
I was able to redesign everything from the ground up after the last connection.
You gave me James Bond
right.
cuffs?
Cord cutters. I should explain. BTs
That's
are
gonna kill
connected to
somebody.
the other side via umbilical cords, right? When those cords bring the matter of our world into contact with the antimatter of theirs, boom, void out. But just as Deadman theorized, your blood does have unique properties. It can be used
We
to
can
cut
cut ourselves.
So I've added that function. Cut the cord of the BT, and it returns to the world of the dead. No BT, no void out. Win-win.
These things can cut them loose.
If you can get close enough without them noticing.
Holy
Yes.
shit, yes. I cannot express how hyped I am for this.
Cord snipping super handcuffs.
Right.
That must be...
Let's try them out.
Oh my god. I knew it.
Cut the cord connecting us.
God damn it, game.
She's sound asleep. I made sure she got plenty of milk. Just do it. Please, Sam. Set us free. This world was never hers, but all the same, I didn't want her to leave it. Even though
And
she's
I'm
already
crying.
lost. Truth is, she's not really my daughter.
The attack and everything, that was all a lie?
No, that part was true.
She was a surrogate.
My ovaries can't produce eggs.
No.
And Lochna has trouble with her uterus. Long story short, neither of us can have children.
Oh, this
I
is...
was alright with it. I mean, children, who needs them, I thought. But my sister thought differently. Lochna wanted a child, someone to carry her genes. She fell in love with another member of Bridges, but he died in an accident. She was devastated, of course, as was I. Back then, strong emotions like that, I could feel hers, and she could feel mine. When I sensed her desire to join him, to end it, I went to her and said, let's have a baby. We took one of Lochna's eggs and fertilized it with his frozen sperm. And I carried it to term. A healthy baby grew inside me. But then there was the attack. And our bond was severed. I wanted to tell her, but I was bound to the child. I couldn't just abandon her.
God damn
But
it,
I was
game.
wrong. Lochner needs to know. You have to break some ties to forge others. Can't be tied to everything. If we're going to reconnect the world, I need to reconnect with my sister first. So please, Sam. Do it.
Oh, you're making me fucking do it? God damn it. I just ripped it off like a band-aid. Oh, fuck. God damn it.
Alright, Sam. Take me home to Lochner.
Stupid fucking game.
Would you set me up? I haven't been outside in a long time.
God damn it. This stupid fucking... Oh. Well, this is probably good. I'll be right back. I'm gonna have to end the stream for a minute and see if I can't get this all straightened out, and that will be I'll be right back. Yeah. It's probably good. Holy shit. It's probably a good thing this happened. I'll be right back. I paused the game and all that, so you have nothing to worry about.